with the urgent search for that missing college student in Iowa who disappeared more than a week ago after a jog. The FBI has now joined the hunt, and investigators are using data from her Fitbit and social media accounts to look for clues. ABC's Alex Perez has the very latest for us this morning. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, good morning, Paula. Investigators say they are working this case around the clock. They're hoping some of that information saved on those social apps might help track her down. This morning, investigators in Iowa, including the FBI, zeroing in on Molly Tibbetts' digital footprint, including information from her Fitbit, which can capture GPS data.
She's very well connected through social media, so we are trying to use that obviously to our advantage to gain any information that we can.
The University of Iowa student vanished a week ago, last spotted going for an evening run in Brooklyn, Iowa, where she was living this summer with her boyfriend, Dalton Jack.
She probably has on her Fitbit because she never takes it off. She uses it for the sleep tracker and for all her runs and everything.
Jack says she was dog sitting while he worked a construction job over 100 miles away. He told the Des Moines Register his last communication with his girlfriend was at 10 p.m. on the night she disappeared. Jack says she sent him a Snapchat with a photo that looked like she was indoors. The next day, he got a call from her work.
She didn't call in. I was like, well, that's not like her.
Police telling ABC News Jack has been cooperating with their investigation and is not a suspect. Volunteers already combed the towering cornfields near her running route, but no sign of the 20-year-old. Police now looking at surveillance video from across town, focusing on the 3 different routes she normally jogged.
We've went to all the businesses that we know have video, and we've asked every resident where we've been able to make contact if they have video on the front of their houses. Whenever or wherever we find out there's video, we've gotten copies of that and are looking at it right now.
Her emotional family anxious and desperate for answers.
I think, the best thing that's been able for me personally to hang on to hope is that I know Molly on a personal level, and she's a better fighter than anyone I know.
And although they would not get into specifics, investigators say they are following up on a number of tips. Paula?
Her family holding out hope this morning. Alex, thank you. We want to bring in ABC News contributor and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. Brad, welcome and thanks for joining us. So the FBI gets involved, but there are thousands of missing cases. Why did they choose this one?
Well, when either a child of tender age or an adult goes missing after a period of time and it doesn't appear they've harmed themselves, there's a presumption of foul play. And there's also a presumption that they've crossed possibly state lines, which gives the FBI jurisdiction. So
when investigators are looking at her social media, her electronic devices, she was a creature of habit. She was well connected on social media. What kind of information can they cull, especially from the data from her Fitbit as well?
Oh, it could be enormous as far as who did she have contact the last, where can they geolocate the person that she was talking to. If, in fact, anything happened to her while she was running, and that remains to be seen at this point, the Fitbit, in conjunction with her cell phone, may give them a location.
It could be crucial. So she has been missing for a week. Of course, she was staying at her boyfriend's house where she was dog sitting and then disappeared after she goes for this jog. What do you think investigators should do now that she has been missing for such a long time?
So the real key is going to be you have a small community. Have you literally eliminated the 1,500 plus people who live there? And then you're going to have to eliminate people that she was working with at the summer camp. And you're also going to have to look at the University of Iowa, because that's where she was spending the first year of college. And so could it be a stranger abduction? It could. But the likelihood it's somebody she knows.
We are holding out hope that she is okay. Brad, thank you so much for joining us.